Hello everyone, welcome to Desert Succulent, and today we will be featuring Haworthia Cymbiformis, and this type of succulent is native to South Africa. If we're gonna translate the word Cymbiformis, it literally means boat shade. And the reason nga kung bakit siya tinatawag na Cathedral window Haworthia, because of its translucent na tips. Ayan siya. So if we are talking about translucent, it means that yung light can pass through. We will turn off the lights. Ayan. We can see that light is actually passing through this one. Ayan siya. So another interesting thing about this succulent is that yung kanyang leaves has these parang mga lines sa loob. Up close, we can really see the detail ng kanyang pinaka-leaf, even dito sa kanyang pinaka-rosette. Our Haworthia Cymbiformis grows to about 3 inches tall, and yung rate ng kanyang paglaki is influenced strongly by environmental factors such as yung kanilang food, yung water availability, and the quality ng kanilang soil. The leaves of the plant are fleshy and they have these parang dark green na stripes from the center of the plant going to the tip ng kanyang pinaka-leaves. Whether it's outdoors or indoors, the color of the succulent remains the same. It's more on the pale green color. When it blooms, you will have this pure white or very pale pink na color, and you would be expecting na yung tiny blossoms niya could be found sa end ng very tall na flower stalk that is around 8 inches high, and nakatapos na nga lang mag-bloom. I will show it to you. Ito yung kanyang flower stalk. Ayan, so ganyan siya kahaba. For example, natapos na siyang mag-bloom and namatay na yung kanyang pinaka-flower stalk. All we need to do is just simply remove it. This is very true to all of our succulents. We have to cut them after nga nilang mag-bloom. And this one, we can just pull it out literally kasi nag-dry naman na talaga siya and mabilis na siyang matanggal sa ating pinaka-plant. In their natural setting, yung ating Cathedral window Haworthia likes yung half and half na sun situation. Pag sinabi nating half and half sun situation, gusto niya ng sun in the morning and half shade in the afternoons. This Haworthia is located sa ating bright shaded area and it is really doing well. And right now, I have 3 different examples of my Cymbiformis. This one is receiving yung ating bright shaded area. I have here yung ating Cymbiformis na nandito sa ating indoors. And lastly, I have this rain or shine na Cymbiformis. Nandun siya sa ating rooftop. And it would look like this. In front of us are 3 Haworthia Cymbiformis in different light conditions. All of them came from this mother plant. Ito yung pinaka-mother plant nila. Unahin natin ito. This one is receiving full sun exposure every day. You would really see that it's not really that healthy. Although yung pinaka-rosette niya, you would notice na it's still continuously growing. Yung leaves niya are very dehydrated. It's even turning into this parang light brown na color. If we're gonna look at it closely, we have multiple offsets na tumutubo sa kanya. So meron tayo doon. We have this one and we have this one. So that's really a good news. Meron din tayo dito sa part na yan. And we will try to take good care of this Cymbiformis after this. And ilalagay natin siya sa the same area kung nasaan yung ating mother plant. Next is we have this one. Ito naman is nasa indoor siya. Although it's receiving yung morning light, it's still not enough. You would see that it etholated. Ayan siya. Kasi if you would compare this one, dapat ganito ang normal na growth ng inyong mga Cymbiformis. They are very compact to each other. But in this case, you would really see that longer yung kanyang stems and yung kanyang leaves have gaps in between, which is a sign of etholation. Although there's no big difference if you're gonna be talking about yung kanilang color. Ang maganda dito sa ating mga Cymbiformis, they are just pale green all the time. Even if na nag-etholate siya, maganda pa rin siyang tignan. That's why I am continuously keeping this inside. When we are talking about their watering needs, they are exceptionally drought tolerant na mga succulents. It's important to remember that in nature, itong mga plants na to grow during the months of summer rainfall. Those are the times when mainit ang panahon and there are some occasional rains. Our main goal is to water our Cymbiformis the right amount to keep the leaves fleshy. Our watering schedule should vary depending sa time of the year and yung amount of humidity in the air. So you always have to check yung kanyang soil. If it's already dry, then that's the time you're gonna be watering. I water these every 2 weeks at least. And for our indoor na Cymbiformis, I water it every 3 weeks. You will know exactly when it's time to water your plant kasi some of its leaves will start to wither pag kulang na siya ng tubig. The best soil for our Cymbiformis and most of our succulents is yung standard na succulent potting mix natin. We should be considering yung ating mga lightweight na mga materials to provide good drainage such as yung ating sand, yung ating mga pumice stones, and others. Grooming for this plant is very simple. All we need to do is we need to clip off yung mga flower stalks like what we did kanina. We also need to remove some of its dried leaves, and I have here, may nakita ko kanina. Simply remove this one. Ayan. So even yung kanyang drying leaves still looks very nice. You can still see the detail ng mga lines sa loob ng kanyang leaf. Probably before na damage itong part na to and it became like that. So aside from this one, I don't have any issue dito sa ating Cymbiformis. And right now we will go sa kanyang propagation. It's very simple to propagate this one, and in front of us is the proof. These are the offsets of this mother plant. What we are seeing right now are just yung mga nasa labas na mga offsets. We still have a lot of mga maliliit na offsets sa pinakaloob. If you wish to separate yung kanya mga offsets one by one, that's also possible. But for me right now, I will just be transplanting all of these sa isang container pot. Ayan, so alright, ang gandang tingnan. It's very satisfying to see yung kanyang roots. Look at how healthy they are. Ayan siya. So we don't have any issues sa ating soil or sa kanilang roots. Everything seems to be very fine. So we can just remove yung dried leaves na nakikita natin dito. If you wish to separate this one, all you need to do is i-cut siya doon sa area na yon. Then you're gonna air dry it for a couple of days before transplanting. I have already prepared our soil mix, and we will be using this for today. If you notice, pinatong ko lang siya literally, and that would be fine. In time, yung kanyang roots will grow and definitely spread all over dito sa ating pot, trying to reach every corner ng ating pot. Repotting succulents is not as complicated as you think. If you overdo yung pag-repot ng ating mga succulents, that is the time kung saan nahihirapan na mag-adjust yung ating nirepot na succulents. So just make it simple as much as possible. We are done with the repotting of our Haworthia Cymbiformis, and it really looks nice. The main problem of our Haworthia Cymbiformis is yung ating mga mealybug pest, and you have to check on it from time to time. Once nagkaroon tayo ng mealybug dito, it's gonna be very difficult for us to control or remove it manually, especially na madami na siyang offsets. Once this one is infested with mealybugs, we don't have any choice but to uproot it and soak its fungicide. So this succulent is very safe for pets, kids, and adults. It's not that toxic. And that's all for our care guide. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You may also visit our Facebook page at Desert Succulent PH.